Hello and welcome back to Rustic Waters. I'm playing this on Christmas Eve. And it seems this mod pack gives you a Santa hat and some weird wings if you play it on Christmas Eve. So that's good. They're not working. I can't glide or anything like that. Interesting. Anyway, I have done some work in between. Once again, expanded on stuff. Wow, wrong keys. Absolutely the wrong keys. I put my fish in the wrong hand. I didn't even know how I did that. Extended inventory is locked. So I did the quests for that thing. Quests, lock, quest lines, shipping and handling. Yes. All right. So searching your system adds a search bar to it, as it says. And the access terminal, I don't know what the access terminal does. It seems to just be exactly the same as what's already there. I mean, this is the access terminal. That's what was already there. But I can now type in here, something that I want. So a little bit of quartz actually. One of those whales was out there being noisy, so I decided to go out and kill it, and it dropped quartz. So that's a source of quartz. And what I have done is I expanded the basement over to here. So here we have the search box. It just has to touch one of the existing boxes. That's the storage box, which we put in before. And as a reward, I got a treasure chest. And in the treasure chest, there was a condensed storage box. So now we've got something like 12 room for 12,000 items in there. And the other thing I did is I've expanded this viaduct all the way to the bottom, to the mine, but also all the way up to the surface. Now, we will go up there, but the last time I did, I died, destroying that armor that I started with, and damaging all my tools quite badly. I got killed by a shark. I didn't even know what was happening, but I was taking massive amounts of damage. But let us proceed up to the surface. And this surface is like Y level 248, which is almost at the build limit. So it took me a while to get up there. There's a lot of tubes. So hopefully we won't get killed by a shark. And there is a boat there, which we might want to check out. There's another boat off there in the distance as well. I don't have any blocks or anything on me. I don't really want to go... What are you? You're huge. I mean, the only reason I know I got killed... Oh, it was one of those rocket squids. The only reason I know that I was killed by a shark is because it told me. And it also seems quite cold here at the surface. Maybe it's because we're outdoors, we're exposed to the sky and stuff. So we might want to explore there. Let's just see if we can chop our way in. Of course, there might be mobs. Of course, Christmas Eve, so we've got a map, a compass, that's useful. Is there anything on this map? Oh, okay, we're getting into bed. I suppose it might be warmer during the day. And we've glitched through onto the top deck. There we go. Right, we're getting rather cold. Iron shovel, some beetroot, potatoes. Bucket some diamonds. Nice. Pumpkin and a melon. Apples. Some leather, gas tier. All useful stuff. Some more leather, an iron axe, and another beetroot. Okay, so it's not like a massive hall of high technology or anything like that. But it is some interesting stuff. Okay. And dispensers were actually a bit of a pain to make, so we can grab these dispensers. I thought this place might be like full of mobs, or I suppose it was too far away for mobs to spawn. And we've actually got plenty of wool. Okay. Any sharks? I don't see any. Right, let's get back down below where it's a little warmer. Now, it occurred to me that I might be able to mine my way over to that nether portal when I need to go there. It's that round temple that's around here somewhere. There. Just sort of get a direction bearing on it. Dig in that direction and then come up. So having like 13,000 spots in here is quite good because it means I can just dump most stuff. I keep doing double takes on the chests because they look like presents. So we needed to do traversing the deep and diving in, didn't we? Okay. Pirates plunder. Treasure drop-offs have been discovered in these waters. You will need to unlock the chests to claim the booty. Each chest tier requires a certain key type, or you can try your nimble fingers at picking the locks. Keys cost more materials but are guaranteed to open the lock of their type. Lock picks have a chance of breaking upon use. Many keys can be found in dungeons and treasure chests. Some of the loot found inside is valuable on its own, while some artifacts can be turned in for gil. Okay, so if I make an iron and a gold key, you're going to give me some thief's lock picks. Okay, so a block of gold, that's easy enough, and a treasure tool, which is also easy enough. And an iron key is about the same thing. So I'm going to need two blocks, two of them, and the stuff. There we go, got the materials together. So 2 treasure tools. Make a block of gold, block of iron, 1 gold key, 1 iron key. It doesn't use up the treasure tool. Interesting. Maximum number of uses, yes. Breakable, yes. Craftable, no. Damageable, yes. Huh. Didn't know I'd end up with 2 of them. Bidding, bidding. Right, get my lockpicks. Can I make lockpicks? Doesn't look like it. Oh no. 2 different words. Thieves, lockpicks, just some iron and that again. Fair enough. Oh, they don't stack. Not an issue. Right, so that was just a one-off, basically saying I'm going to find chests that I'm going to need the keys for. Maybe diving in isn't actually about traversing the deep. Or maybe it is. Suit of swimwear. Placing an arboreal extractor at the base of a full tree will allow you to slowly collect sap. This can then be crafted into some useful materials for making diving gear. Tip: phyto grow can greatly increase the speed that your arboreal extractor collects sap. By placing multiple extractors on the same tree, it will lower their efficiency. Fluxed phyto grow. Okay, lead plates, a pipette, some coils, and fasteners. That's all very doable, and phytogrow, I think this is phytogrow. Yeah, phytogrow is something I've been getting from these things. Oh, they've all run out. Well, I've got plenty of materials at the moment. I've not been sifting for a while because I wanted to build up a supply of sand. But I can start that running as and when I need materials. Fruit and grain are my lowest. Any apples? Well, yes. I need like a single meal type that gives me all 5 of these. Right, let me make this Arboreal Extractor. Okay, 1 Arboreal Extractor. Extracts fluid from a tree. Alright, let's reread this quest. Placing an Arboreal Extractor at the base of a full tree will allow you to slowly correct sap. Can then be crafted into some useful material. Okay, and you're going to give me 4 fluxed phytogrow, but normal phytogrow will increase the speed. So fluxed phytogrow. Rich phytogrow surrounded by blaze powder. Well, we don't have rich phytogrow yet. Rich phytogrow is some poop and bone meal. Okay. Hopefully we can put normal phytogrow in this thing, because we've got quite a bit of that. Well, a couple of stacks anyway. Right, we're going to need a tree and some dirt. To work to make the tree grow. There we go. We've got a tree. So, 1 Arboreal Extractor. Extracts fluid from adjacent trees. Use fertilizer to boost production. Not every tree will be productive. Okay, something's happening. It used a bit of phytogrow and is done ×2. Alright, I'm not... It's on all the time. And it looks like... Okay, so sap will go in there. And I can actually specify an output. So I could have auto input for the phytogrow and auto output. Okay. Not sure why we're doing that, but there's usually a reason. Grain is now the lowest. Alright, suit of swimwear. The most basic form of diving suit is made from rubber. While you still want to insulate your armor to get even better protection, each tier of diving gear gives increasing protection from the frigid water temperatures. Tip. You can repair your diving gear by combining it with its base material in the crafting grid. Make sure to remove your temperature liner first. The repair will unfortunately not keep any liners or enchantments. Okay, you want 22 rubber sheets. This is where I need more sand. Oh, I'm still having to pulverize charcoal by hand. Right, what is rosin? Just clay. Oh, clay and sap. Gives me rosin. Not heard the word rosin before. So, rubber sheets. Let's clear out this stuff. Alright, so I'm going to need 11 sand to start with. And 11 pulverized charcoal. Right, so I'll pulverize that off camera. But I'm also going to need 11 of these things. So that's going to be 11 clay. Ooh, and 5.5 buckets of sap. Well, clay I've got. I've got stacks of clay. So it is just a question of how long will it take this sap to come in. Placing multiple extractors on the same tree will lower their efficiency. What if you place multiple trees around a single extractor? Gotta be worth a go. Right, I will grind stuff and wait for the sap to grow. Right, you get 4 rosins per one of these, so I only need 1.5 buckets of sap. So we've got our 12 rosin. So now we should be able to make the rubber sheets we need. There we go, 22 rubber sheets. And it gives me liner snips. Combine with lined armor on a crafting grid to remove one layer of lining. Leaves reusable lining on the grid. Okay, so you can add or remove stuff relatively easily from your armor. This is all good. Le fin. Diving fins increase your swim speed while underwater. They also provide a bit of armor. Tip. Clownfish drop coral that can be used as orange dye. Can also be found on the ocean floor. Squids drop ink sacs as normal. Okay, so you're going to give me a little bit of money for this. So to make fins, I just need... Okay, fins. Thank you. Alright. 4 rubber sheets, an ink sac, and some orange. Okay, I can just use orange coral. So, okay, and I can use it. Okay, I can use it. A bit of poop. So I'll have smelly fins, but that's okay. Alright, so there's some orange coral. There's some poop. Any liquids needed? I need a razor. Plank, string, and iron. There we go, 1 pair of fins. +2 armor on the feet, enhanced swim speed by 16%. Quest complete. So let's pop those on my feet. Okay. Do they slow my normal movement speed? I don't think so. That's running. No, that seems to be about the same speed. Get a little bit of cash. And let's proceed. Okay, diving mask. That sounds useful. It means I can breathe. Your diving mask is a breathing enabler that requires an air tank to operate. Tip, planning on going exploring? Be careful, many structures have spawners in them. Take this spawner seeker to help you along the way. One spawner seeker. Searches out the nearest spawner. Well, useful for collecting them and so on. Okay, needed for diving with an O2 tank. Gives me +2 armor on the head. Once again, in the tailor's workshop, 2 bits of poop, 5 rubber sheets, 2 tempered glass blocks, which is the compressed sand being burned. I may have some. No, I've got enlightened glass. I don't have the tempered. Right, 1 compressed sand. I need my flint and steel. That should give me 3. Actually quite low on those, but there is a section here for them. Another 128. That must be a very smelly draw. Thank you. Right, give me my spawner seeker. And I'm going to put this over in this chest, which is still where I'm keeping sort of adventuring tools. Let's put on the diving mask. Okay. Hello. Fair enough. Looks a bit weird with the Santa hat. How are we doing for sap? About 2.5 buckets. If we need to make more rubber, we can relatively easily. Diving leggings. Wetsuit leggings give you a portion of armor and also increase your block breaking speed underwater. This is good, and you're going to give me an illumination wand. Right-click on a block to spawn light. Right-click on light to remove it again. Suppose useful for lighting up dark places underwater. So, once again, poop and rubber. I wonder if the 22 rubber it started us with was like exactly the right amount. Keep forgetting to save the recipe. There we go. Wetsuit leggings. And an illumination wand. There we go. Very attractive. Nice little red knee pads. Right, on to the next. Here we go, the oxygen tank. Air tanks fit into the chest slot and will only function in partnership with a diving mask. At basic level of air tank, it will give you an additional 2 minutes of breathing time. To refill your air tank, simply step back into an oxygen environment such as the surface or your base for a few seconds. The bigger the tank, the longer it takes to refill. Right, so one standard O2 tank made in the engineer's workshop. Needs aluminium plate, a fluid extractor, and a pressurized air tank. Okay. Fluid extractor is just a fluid pipe and a copper gear. That's easy enough. Right, pressurized air tank is tempered glass, which I've got, another fluid extractor, and lead plate. Right, so I need 2 fluid extractors and a load of lead plate. Lead and aluminium plate. Right, I've got myself 2 fluid extractors, a load of lead pipe, aluminium plate. I've still got some rubber. Right, so pressurized air tank. pliers, hammer. Do I have the stuff? I do. So that's that one done. I've got my fluid extractors. So standard O2 tank. Engineer's workshop for this one. Aluminium plates, pressurized tank. There we go. One standard O2 tank. So let's pop that on. There we go. Fits nicely between the wings. And you're going to give me an anvil. Okay. I suppose an anvil maybe is what you use to add lining and stuff, or enchantments. It's a shame I've died a few times, because it was giving me experience points at some point. Like one of the rewards, I think, was just gave me level 5 experience. But now I've died, that's sort of all, gone away. So, theoretically, I used to get, what, 60 seconds of breathing time? I now have 3 minutes of time in the water. That is pretty good. So we can sort out the temperature thing. I'll definitely be able to swim over to and check out that nether place eventually. How long has this episode gone? 8:11 plus 16. Okay, we're coming up on half an hour, so we can do a little bit more. May as well continue this thing. Ashen Fabric. The next tier of diving gear provides a bit more armor, along with faster swim speed, block breaking speed, and air capacity. It is made of using ashen cloth, a slag-coated rubber mesh that repels water and reduces friction. So it uses rubber sheets, fiber mesh, and slag. Okay, you can turn iron into steel in a blast furnace, and that can give you slag. I'm not sure I can make a blast furnace. Actually, I probably can. I feel like that is the next level, and so we're not quite there yet. Thermal conductivity. Certain metals conduct heat better than others. Although you can install cooling gel in your armor, environments such as the nether will still quickly heat you to a dangerous level. However, Electrum armor offers superb cooling capabilities. If you plan a trip to the nether, a set of Electrum armor with cooling gel inserts is sure to keep you regulated longer. Okay, so I've already got goo pack heats, and you can apparently you can make goo pack cool as well. So helmets is 5 of them. 8. So I need 13 Electrum. Usually there's an Electrum blend I can make. I think I've made this before. Gold and silver. 13. I need 7 of each. So that's 7 gold. Right. I will pulverize these, clean up my inventory, and be back once I've got all the Electrum. 14 Electrum. I replaced the meshes over there, so we're starting to get some fresh stuff again. Right, a helmet. And the chest piece, which it says I should wear when I go somewhere hot. And it's going to give me the goo pack cools. So we'll put this over here in our adventure kit. Potions of fire resistance and so on are going to be useful too. fruit is still the lowest. Oh, don't forget to activate goo packs on your hotbar and keep a stash of super cold drinks on hand if you go to the nether. So super cold drinks, and you want leggings and boots as well. So that's another 7 and another 4. So that's 11. So I need to make another 10. Right, made it. Claimed the cool drink. I think I'd put some armor stands here, seeing as we're going to have. It looks like we're going to have different outfits for different purposes. So we've got this stuff set up here. I just have to remember to put that on before I go swimming, and take that with me before we go to the nether. Right. So let's see if we can get ourselves a little bit warmer, shall we? Underwear under there. The ocean is a frigid environment. If you'll be diving into the deep, you'll want to attach warmth liners to your diving gear. Each piece of diving gear can have a corresponding piece of underwear sewn in, which will assist in keeping your body temperature from falling too low. Right, so 24 warming liner material. So wool of any colour, presumably. So it's the heating goo I'm going to need. Alright, and you get 2 for each of these. So we're going to need 12. Heating goo is magma shards and slime balls. Well, magma shards is cooking blocks of charcoal. That's easy enough. Slime balls. Ah, okay, I can smelt coral to get the slime balls. That's easy enough. And how many did I say I needed? 12 of them. So I need 12 slime balls, because each of these is going to make 2. So can this all be cooked to make slime balls? Yes, yes it can. So I need 6 magma blocks. So 3 compressed blocks of charcoal being burned. So that's 6 blocks of compressed gravel, 6 thingy shards, which I can just... Oh, no, I had it there. So that gets me 6 magma blocks. Combined with 12 slime. Gets me 12 heating goo. So tailor's workshop with 12 wool. There we go. 24 warming liners. A little bit of money. Right, every degree matters. The combination of hot and cold drinks, underwear liners, and hot and cold resistance potions will ensure you never die of hypothermia or hyperthermia. Right, so chest plate warm liner and a helmet warm liner. The expected pattern in the tailor's workshop for both of them. That gets me a potion of cold resistance. And leggings and boots as well. Underwear liners can be attached to all your armor as well as to all of your armor as well. Place the armor or diving gear into the crafting grid with the corresponding liner. Password trigger. Password-based wireless redstone. Legs in the expected pattern, boots in the expected pattern. I just emptied my potion of cold resistance into the tailor's workshop. Damn. Okay. I gotta make myself a pipette. Get it out, but I've no idea if I'm ever gonna be able to drink this. Potion of cold resistance. I've got to find a way to get that back into a bottle. I will have to investigate that. That's a little annoying. There's my little warm booties. And the leggings. Burning through these needles. Right, claim the password trigger. Alright, gear swapping. Going someplace warm, a gear swapper can help you organize and swap your gear sets at the push of a button. Sneak left click on one of the four slots to remember your current hotbar and armor. Right-click on one of the four slots to restore the hotbar armor as it was remembered then. All items currently in your hotbar or armor that are in the way for the remembered items will be stored in your inventory. Oh wow, this green on that is not easy to read. Theme. See if this is any easier. That's a little better. When restoring a selection, the block will first look in the player inventory, then in the local inventory, a 4x4 internal buffer, and finally in any possible adjacent inventories until it finds the items it needs. Right-click the block on the settings label or on the sides of the block will show you a GUI. Okay, this is worth experimenting with. Oh look, it needs armor stands. I've got some spare armor stands. So that's just a button, 4 chests, fasteners, and a load of tin plate. I've got a load of tin plate. Got some chests. I just need a button. And 4 armor stands. Whoops. Broke the window. There we go, 4 armor stands. Engineer's workshop. Gear swapper. It talks about an adjacent inventory. Sneak left click to store current setup in slot. Remembered current hotbar and armor. So there's no actual image display. Couldn't spot the helmet. It doesn't look quite like I think a helmet should be. And if I had the Electrum stuff, remembered current hotbar and armor. Right-click to restore current setup from slot. That works relatively well. And if I do that one, I'm now wearing the Electrum. It doesn't take that stuff away. Right, but it doesn't actually put it back in here either. The diving equipment ended up in my inventory. Where's my helmet? I think this thing just ate my helmet. Because it didn't have any room in the inventory to store it. In my inventory, it's vanished. I mean, I can make another one relatively easily, I think. The helmet wasn't that expensive. It's still annoying to just have it vanish. Maybe if I right-click... Okay, it's reappeared. That's going to take a little bit of thinking about, I think, to work it out. Priority 2 export inventory. Priority 1 export inventory. Okay, so yeah, export to the chest, I think. Then to your internal buffer. Then to me, in that order. I think this is what I currently have. That's my current equipment. This is its internal storage. And here I can actually just set stuff up. So like I probably want the equipment to be on both suits of armor. So now if I right click, yeah, okay, it's stored it in there now. And I want one that's my hotbar. But no armor on number 3. So I'm currently wearing the armor. Right click. Okay, it won't take armor off. That's the interesting thing. Useful little gadget. Oh, claim a fire slayer. Extinguish nearby fires. Another useful tool. Alright. Underwear under 3. You will at some point need to visit the Nether or other dimensions that are much less cold than deep ocean. Using your gear swapper, you can select a set of armor that has cooling gel underwear liners installed. Alright, so cooling goo is packed ice and slime balls. And packed ice is just 4 ice, and I've got ice over here. Okay, I should be able to do that relatively easily. Right, I should probably put the warming liners. So how do I add a warming liner? There you go, warming liner +1. Now I suspect that now I've added the warming liners to them, that was no longer going to work. No, it still did. Okay. Right, I think that's it for this episode. I might finish off the cooling lining on my own because I think it's going to be exactly the same as that stuff. This one's going to make me make 24 of the cooling linings, and then this one's going to make me make the lining. The ashen cloth stuff, I think needs to wait a bit because I don't have the slag. But then that's this one mainly done, and I think in the next episode we're actually going to go for traversing the deep. If we can. Or maybe we should... Okay, where are the keys? We got the key for that one. Auto solution view, there should be 1, 2, 3. Traversing the deep does give me a key. I think we should probably do producing energy because I'm getting sick of grinding stuff by hand. But maybe we should try going to the nether? Let me know which direction you guys think I should go next. There are a number of them, and I'm a little uncertain. Right, but I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.